Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about Arknights Animation, Prelude to Dawn, which will be on the final episode, which is on episode 8. Now, this episode right here looks like it wrapped things up for the first part of, the saga of, Arknights, the first part of, of a certain arc or chapter, or saga, Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing, or talking about, but if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Amiya, feels a little troubled of what she did about protecting the doctor, and that having to, kill Skull Shatterer really, caused her some, some grief and, some shock and horror, And we see to it W has someone in hostage and decides to leave after Amiya shows up and gives her a radio, We see to it Misha talks to Amiya and seems to talk to her about the situation and that she will side with Reunion, not like she has a choice or she doesn't, and so forth. W was trying to get Misha to escape, but she decides to stay behind and fight anyway, which is later on shown. Sorry for early spoiler, but whatever. We have to it, Amiya seems to be very hesitant and very concerned about the situation, but Chen warns Amiya not to hesitate because that is really going to determine whether you live or die, which is pretty much true. What you're doing is you're in a battlefield or you're in a war right now. You can't have a slight of hint of hesitation at all, otherwise it's total game over, But we see to it, Amiya and her crew decides to be... We have to it that our operator decides to follow Amiya's decision on what she wants to do and that she wants to talk to Misha. We have to it the battle between the Reunion, LGD, and Rhodes Island continues here and there, and we get to see Skull Shatterer alive and well. However, that was not Skull Shatterer at all. We have to it, Amiya realizes that it's Misha and tells the doctor, hey, let's go, kind of thing, And we see to it that, that Amiya decides to talk to Misha and tries to talk to her for a bit, However, Misha does not surrender, and that she points her weapon at Amiya, and Amiya, on the other hand, had her energy power ready to, blast her, but she hesitated for a moment and decides to back down. However, before Misha could possibly make the firing kill shot, we have to it that freaking Chen shows up and kills Misha beforehand, and before she could do so. We have to it that freaking Chen gets really angry at Amiya, telling you, what the hell's wrong with you? I told you not to hesitate. A moment of hesitation can really determine whether you live or die in the freaking tide of battle. And we have to it that, that Amiya could only be in shock and horror of what just happened, and the rest of the Reunion ends up escaping, We have to it that W makes a speech of what happened here and there, etc. And as time continues on, we have to it that the reunion that escape while the ones that they captured and defeated, they end up going to prison whatsoever. We don't really know. We have to it that Chen gives some words of advice to Amiya of what to do. I'm gonna tell you right now, walk down the path you believe is right. That's all I can really tell you right now, and so forth. We see a post-credit scene involving a makeshift grave for Misha and Skull Shatterer, Amiya feeling very devastated and hesitant of what to do right now, while the doctor encourages her to keep going, because he already found his path and that he'll walk in the same direction as Amiya. We had to Amiya thanks the doctor for the words of encouragement and that they get ready to go into their next mission or next chapter of what to do. And we get to see to it that there's an announcement towards the very end that there'll be another Arknights animation called Perish in the Frost, which I believe it gives too much away, because I'm a game player, which anyone who's an Arknights game player, you'll get the idea of why I'm saying that it gave too much away with that kind of situation, yada yada yada. But that aside, that's about it, There will, like I said and repeating myself, there will be another series or season of Arknights Animation, but I'm afraid we don't really know when that's going to show up yet. It may show up possibly towards the end of next year, or maybe sometime next year, or maybe the year after that. I don't know. But one thing's for certain is that, It's not over yet. So, yeah. Now, I'm here to give you guys my thoughts on it. I thought it was pretty cool and nice, you know, although, like, I thought it could have been a little better. In terms of action and all that, it wasn't really all there, you know, because, like, compared to, like, the Arknights game and the animation, you know, when it comes to, like, trying to make the game into an anime TV series, it's very, very hard. It's not that simple, depending on the situation and how detailed and how much hard work you put into. But I'd say it's okay, you know. I thought it was pretty. It was a nice, good try to make it work, you know. I know there could have been a lot more dialogue and so forth, but I guess they didn't want to have to drag it on for too long because I guess it'll be boring. But in terms of action sequences, I guess it wasn't all that great, I guess. But that's just me. But I still appreciate and loved it, you know. I mean, like the way how they shown the drama and the facial expressions was actually very, like, pretty impressive, you know. I mean, like, the way how it was shown, how they used those expressions in this, like, final episode was actually very impressive. We don't get to see that much in the game and so forth, so I appreciate that. Now, is the adaptations pretty good? I'd say it's okay, you know. I mean, like, it is what it is, etc. I always keep saying that. Sorry, maybe because I picked that up from somebody, but yeah. Do I consider this series good? Not really. I mean, like, there's a lot of questions to be asked and a lot needs to be answered and a lot to really talk about, you know, because when it comes to the operator's abilities, you know, we don't really get to see that much often, and the only ones who were really highlighted throughout this series is just like Exercise, Texas, and then Franca, Link's Arm, Amiya, a little bit of Nero, and then many others. We don't get to see many other operators in action, which is a little disappointing, you know, because those operators that we used in Arknights at the very beginning become very useful, and they are still useful to this day. A lot of people like to make use of, like, the low star operators, and they all have their uses. There's not a single one that's useless, depending on how you know how to use, like, their abilities and the strategic value, you know, kind of thing. Anyways, that's about it, people. It was pretty fun to the end, you know. Looking forward to maybe the next series or season whenever they make it and release it. So, yeah. Until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Ta-ta-da!